racing Citroen 2CV. We're pottering around in town at the moment. It's not really what it was built for. This might be a bit more fun. National speed limit. Visibility a nightmare. The engine produces about 44 brake horsepower, so it's not the fastest 2CV I've ever driven, because I've driven the one with a BMW engine in it. But it's surprisingly tractable. Occasionally throws a bit of a strop at lower engine speed, but it's not built to do that. Struggling a bit with the extended gear lever. It doesn't behave how I expect a 2CV lever to behave. The exhaust is much simplified and a much larger bore than standard. One reason why it's so loud. Move over for a police car. That's the second emergency vehicle on this trip. I'm starting to get paranoid. I've got a column stalk out of some Nissan. It's rented upside down on the right hand side. Of course I'm sitting much lower. I can barely peer over the bottom of the windscreen. 30-mile-an-hour speed limit in a race car. This race car is the Blueberry Muffin. It's the car I helped pit crew for in the 24-hour race last year. And while we were working on the car then, I wondered what's it actually like to drive. The owner, Chris Yates, has got the car road legal so it can help run in the engine. Otherwise you've got to keep taking the engine out, putting them in a road 2CV. It's a lot of faff. So we thought, well, maybe I can just make my race car road legal. So we did, and I'm now driving it. It's a horrible wet day, and I'm very aware that with stiff suspension, these 2CVs can actually be a bit tail happy. Normally those forces are absorbed by the hilarious body roll. This being a racing 2CV with stiffer springs, it doesn't roll. That means instead the forces can end up transferring themselves to the back end and you end up going a bit sideways. I don't want to do that, and Chris won't want me to do that either. Roundabouts, which is a bad thing, you should never do it. So yes, for driving around town, I do not recommend a race spec Citroen 2CV. But, and this might surprise people, I think it still rides better than a Honda NSX. The engine also has a Weber carburetor on it, and it has the club camshaft, which allows you to breathe a bit better. The gearbox is entirely standard, apart from a slight change to the linkage. Oh, slow people, get out of my way! on the stock 2CV engine internals. They're tougher than you think. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you again. Ta-da.